Good morning, everybody in virtual world, and good morning to the congregation here at Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. I extend a loving welcome from both Jackie and I to you all, and it's very warm here today. I've got all the doors open where possible, and it's still quite stuffy in here, but I'm putting that down to psychic energy. We can do that in spiritualist churches, and I haven't got to worry about putting fans on then. Friends, our medium's voice, Collen Giddings from Worthing. I keep thinking you're from Bognor, so you must be moving to Bognor. I've got a message for you. You've got to move into Bognor. No, I've been to Bognor, no. So our medium's voice, Colin will be doing the reading as well. And enjoy the service. We're having problems with Facebook, everybody. We did the service last week on Facebook, and it blocked us straight afterwards. And we've not been able to get the reruns. So I don't know what happened there, but people, no, we didn't have music. The people were moaning so much because it was a very rare occasion last week. I demonstrated mediumship, and it's not going to be. It's lost now in the time warp. So somebody said, "Can you do it again?" I said, "No, it's got to be an hour in the day." So Ashley also worked after his operation, and Ashley and I are going to be working tonight. So I would ask Colleen now to open our meeting with prayer.
Am I on the camera?
Yeah.
Oh. If you'd just like to join us in the opening prayer, thank you. Great Eternal Spirit, Divine Father, as we come together this morning in this beautiful church of love and light, we thank you for helping us to arrive in time. We thank you for all that you do for us, for giving us this knowledge that we are eternal and that we do not die. We thank you for giving us this beautiful world to live in. For those who have eyes that are open will always know and see the beauty around us. We thank you for giving us our families because they are most precious for us. I leave this service in thy tender loving care. Amen.
Amen. We continue our prayerful thoughts for healing of mind, body and spirit, healing for those names deeply inscribed in our hearts and our minds, and healing for those who I'll be praying for today. We ask healing prayers for Jill, Ashley, Amber, Jackie, Uncle Jimmy, Les, Lisa, Mick, Amber, who has a brain tumour, Tony and Julie, Eileen and Mark, Nick, Nicola, Terry, Hazel, Brian and Charlie. We ask healing of mind, body and spirit for all those names, and that we ask for healing to be administered according to divine law. So mote it be. Friends, can we now all say this together, the Serenity Prayer, which will come up on the screen. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you. I'm now going to ask George to go around with the collection, and we've got some adverts going to be run now. There'll be a show tonight on Richard's channel, our mediums/readers frauds. It's to do with certain mediums that Richard's seen recently that are certainly seem to be fraudulent and are most likely fraudulent. More importantly, they're taking money off innocent people. So that show will be tonight. It's part 2 of a show, and I'd ask you all to join in that as best as you can.
This afternoon from 4 p.m, join us for a live and interactive show, The Sunday Sofa. Hosts Polly Harnett, Jane Morton, and Sarah Andrews, answering your questions, offering free readings, support and guidance. Tomorrow morning from 11 a.m, join us for our live and interactive brunch show with Alison Barton and Dawn Collinson. Each week they introduce a different guest while Dawn offers free mediumship readings. Tomorrow night from 8 a.m, join Matt and Kirsty Grogan for their spiritual advice show. Those who ask the best questions will be offered mediumship or oracle card readings.
And tonight at Wimbledon, here physically, not on any shows, we've got Ashley Robinson and Ivan Lee. And Ashley also will be on this Thursday at Hatbridge Church for our once a month service. And Ashley's recovered ever so well from his operation. He's lost about 3 and a bit stone already, which is quite incredible. And he was here about half an hour, 40 minutes ago. And he really has lost about 3-4 inches just around the neck alone. And he looks really well. He really does. So that's that so far. Say hello to a few names on the screen, and then afterwards I'll ask Colleen to do the reading. Then afterwards Colleen will give the address. Morning, Sarah. Welcome to our church. Have a great day. Tina, hello. Hope you're well. Give our regards to you and your family. Kathleen O'Neill, hello. Welcome to our Sunday service. Trish Woods, have a great day, Trish, with us. Melanie, good morning. Ivy May Caswell Small, hello, how are you? Hope Martin's safe and well. Kay Cook, good morning, nice to see you. Jacqueline Mercer, good morning, lovely picture. Martine, hi, how are you? Pat, hello, welcome once again to church. Gillian Ross, good morning, Jill, hope you're well. Christine Mayes, hello and welcome. The Wombles say good morning back. Terry Louise, hello Terry, hope you're well. Millie B, hello again. Julie Caswell, I hope you're well, Julie. Kim, good morning, hope you're well. Give my love to your mum if I don't see her name up in a moment. Avril, good morning and welcome to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church. Tony, hello and welcome. Petra, hello. I loved your pictures yesterday at the Wombles ground. They're the real Wombles, aren't they? Joe, hello. How are you? Your pictures always look so wonderful. Leslie, hope you're well, darling. Look after yourself. I heard your meditation on Friday. Kathy, hello. Welcome. Long way from Zimbabwe, but welcome to us. Tracy Jones, hello Tracy, how are you? Jill Hancock, hello. And that's it, my friends. Thank you very much. Now I'll ask Colleen to give us the reading for the morning. From a lovely White Eagle book, if I look right.
Well, I actually got out Silver Birch last night.
Okay.
And then this morning, my guide told me to do White Eagle. Good morning, everybody. Morning. It's nice to be here. The reading is from White Eagle, Beautiful Road Home. Be still. Raise your thoughts to the Supreme. Surrender all problems, all troubles. Yield everything up to God, and the light will return and so illumine you that you will know your path. And at the end of that path waits the entry to the kingdom. Whilst the soul is bound by physical possessions and desires, it cannot see or know truth. Therefore, it remains unconscious of its own nature. But when a soul is raised above all such limitations, it knows that life is eternal. It begins to recognize feelings which are actual memories of its own past. The true home of your spirit, my brother and my sister, is not here, bound by matter, but in a realm of light and glory. At any moment of your life here on earth, you can make contact with the realm. Your spiritual home is not good after a hard day's work to go home, where all is peaceful and restful. So it is with your labour here on earth at any moment when you have practiced the art of true communion with your higher self and your spirit. You can enter in, if only for a flash, to your spiritual home. In spirit, there is no time. All is the eternal present, and a flash can last 1,000 years in the spirit life. Those of you who mourn some loved one may feel that our words are poor comfort. You will ask, where is my own dear one? What you tell me gives me the idea that my loved one has gone to some distant heaven that I can't reach. Again, your heart feels its loneliness and desires to possess the presence of the beloved. We assure you that nothing can separate you from one you love. You are with him, with her, in your innermost being, for the spirit world is the inner plane. The world of spirit is an inner world, yet it is all about you. We do not live alone, my brethren. Mingling with us all around are the radiant souls of those who have entered into the land of light. They come close. Were it not for the help of such spiritual beings, the human spirit would recede ever deeper into matter. But because God wants his children to become alive and quicken to the spiritual worlds around, he sends messengers, angels, angel beings, teachers and saviours to humanity. All through the ages, the secret ones have laboured amongst humankind to help them to understanding, to a quickening of their innermost. This is the reason for the communion of spirit, the communion of saints, not that the man or woman should draw spirit down into their condition of life from which it has been released, but that all may be raised up. The meaning is plain, that all who have knowledge of spiritual life and communion with the higher worlds should raise their aspiration and their consciousness to the place of complete surrender to divine love. This life of spiritual aspiration and meditation will not incapacitate you for your duty in the material world. If you have surrendered all to God and recognized that your earthly self, you are nothing and can do nothing. If you have recognized that is the Spirit of God working through you that accomplished the work, then you will be doing God's work and you cannot fail. Keep this love of the Spirit alive in your heart. Let it be your guiding light. All is love. God is love. Life is love. And before, if we're not born into spiritualism, before we understand about the life of spirit and who we really are, we just think we're a human being and we have to go on a pathway as a human. The material, everything that you have to learn in schools, but that is because we do have a human life and we have to be a human. But once our soul opens up, sometimes it can be a bit scary if you don't understand anything about it, but then you get guided. You get guided in your life. We get guided to go to a spiritualist church or a centre, or someone comes into our life and helps us to understand what is going on inside of us. So we walk a pathway of spirituality, and the more we walk, the more we want to learn, the more we would like to know that life is eternal, and we find things out, and we listen to mediums, we listen to other people, we listen to people who have spiritual philosophy, and our mind opens. But not only our mind opens, our soul emerges, and that opens, and your soul is the real part of you. When we go to the spirit world, we don't go as a human. We still have our memories, but we go as our pureness. back to our soul groups, where we came from. And sometimes, most of the time actually, we walk this pathway on this earth and we have challenges and we have upsets and we have arguments with people, sometimes our loved ones. But that is part and parcel of being a human. And we came here to have this life to walk, to find out as much as we can on this land. But that's not the real us. Our real part of us is our soul, and our soul is always emerging from us. And sometimes you can be walking up the street or even in a shop or at work and somebody is upset. And when you understand about spirit and you understand about people, the soul comes forward and helps those people, and you walk your pathway in love and light. And sometimes people challenge you because they don't understand about spirit, but you know, that's their pathway to walk and that's our pathway to walk. And the longer and the more that we walk this pathway as a spiritual being, inside and out, our journey gets less difficult, because we'll always have difficulties to face, because that is why we came here. And the more and more we grow inside our soul, the more and more we learn, the more and more that we understand that, you know something, when someone's being horrible to you, we don't have to go back at that person. Inside is this pureness. And when you are coming out of yourself in this pureness, you can say kind things to that person, and they don't understand why you are doing it. But this is the path of the soul, when you are really living in your pureness, in spirituality, and inside of you, in your heart and your soul. You can accomplish anything. You can be the person that you're supposed to be. The human isn't supposed to take over. The soul is supposed to take over. Although we do know that we have to be human sometimes, because we have to go to work, we have to live a life, we have to eat, and we have to breathe. But the soul is the purest part of us. It is the most wonderful feeling when you know that you have spirit inside of you, because you are spirit. You came from spirit and you go back to spirit, no matter what anyone else would like to tell you. You have come on a journey to grow through your soul, to learn things, to take back. You walk this pathway with your heart open in love and philosophy, because the philosophy of spiritualism is the most wonderful thing that you can ever learn. And to be a spiritual person is the right way to go ahead. I leave these thoughts with you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. That was a lovely talk, Colin. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Somebody's put on there, Tracy Jones said wise words, so thank you. Right, friends, we're coming to the next part of the service where Colin will demonstrate the gifts of mediumship. If Colleen should come to any of you here in church, please answer clearly yes or no. And please remember the colour of clothes you're wearing, because she may say I'm come to a lady in a pink top. So remember, you've got a pink top or green top, blue shirt or blue dress or anything like that. Now, anybody online that understands it, I will watch from the behind and I'll say if somebody online understands it. There's a 15 to 20 second delay, if you remember. I think you've worked here before with this. Not with that. Okay. If. That's fine. I did it last week. It's fine. If I can do it, Dippy Ray can do it. That's what my nephew said. Not nephew, grandson said to me the other day. You're a bit dippy with this, Grandad. So, and there's no fib. Everyone knows Ethan here. He tells the truth. He puts out, I'm also old. Yeah, exactly. So I'll help you out with that if anybody online says as well. So, Holly, they're all yours.
I normally go to people people though.
Yeah, but sometimes somebody answers up online.
That's all right, because if
So
somebody
if you
says
say,
no,
I've got a man here with a parrot on his shoulder and a tricorn hat, Long John Silver is his name, somebody online might say, yeah, I know him and all. They made you laugh.
Hello, I laugh anyway. Hello, and it's nice to see you again. If you've seen me before, I recognise a few faces. And as I'm standing here, I have a very strong, I believe I'm coming to that lady there. Hello.
Lady in blue.
The lady in blue.
Mary.
Hello, Mary. And as I stand here, I know that there is this gentleman who comes and stands next to me. I was going to say, I believed it would be your husband, but it's not. It's your dad. Your dad is standing here to come to connect with you. Now, he seems a little bit quiet, so I feel that your dad was quite a quiet man when he was on earth. But if he had something to say, he would say it, but he would never ever say anything to hurt someone. Now, I know as I look at you, and I'm quite short-sighted, so I can't really actually see properly, but unless his face is going over yours, that you have quite a look of your dad. Do you understand? And I know that in his heart, he loved you with everything that he had. And I know that he's making me aware that he would have spoken to you about things when you was young. He taught you things as well, you understand? He used to take your hand and he used to take you out. He used to take you in woods, he used to take you out in countryside, and he also used to take you in shops and teach you things about everything, you understand?
It wouldn't have been just me.
No, but this is about you. When I'm on platform and someone comes, it's about the person who's sitting in the seat. All right. It doesn't mean he doesn't care about the others, but this is about you because you're the one that's sitting there. All right. And this is how I work, because it's about you, you see. I know that your mum's here as well. All right. And I know that she has a big hug to give you. And I know that she loves you very much as well. But I just feel like she wants you to know she's here because she doesn't want you to think that she isn't. But your dad is the one who's doing most of the talking right now. You understand? I know that he has a watch on his arm, and it's not just an old watch. It's quite a unique watch. Would you understand that? Oh, right, but he's just, I think he was about time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. That's probably why he's showing me the watch. I was about time. Everything had a time. He really went on with time. Now, I know he's quite a smart man as well when he goes off to work. And I know that some, you know, when he's in the home and that, and he's taking you out and whoever you was with, he would be quite a casual looking man as well. Now, he's got a really beautiful smile, this man. He used to smile at everyone. He was a pleasure to be around. He used to walk around and he used to say hello to everyone, whether they answered him or not, because he had a good soul. I don't feel he knew about spirit, but I know that he knows that there was something tender and in his heart. And I feel that was mainly to do with his family. I do believe that there was something across here when he passes. You understand? I feel like it was some sort of lung and heart. You understand? Not heart, but it was lung then. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. He had a big heart. That's what he's saying. He did. He emboldened everyone into his life. Now, these are the things that he wants to say to you. But now he says, please don't think that you're walking on your own, because you're not. Right? They are walking with you, everything that you've been through, especially over all the last few years. Okay? They have been around you. And I do feel from your dad what he's saying is that you understand about spirit anyway. You understand. And I know that he just wants to give you a big hug, and I'm going to try and keep these messages short because mine can go on forever. And I think it's like I've got a... So he just wants to let you know that he's with you, and he knows that you think about him, and he says life's quite good right now, and he's very happy about that. We all have our ups and downs, but we all have our ups when we know that we can keep ourselves up. And he says, I'm very proud of you because you have a very positive mind most of the time. Take his love and know that he's with you. Thank you for coming and sharing your love with us. No one's on there. I know. I've been drawn to that lady in the orange. Hello, Shirley. Hello, Shirley. They might have told me her name, you know, but I doubt it.
I do it for my benefit because I'm getting forgetful, so I'd like to know who I'm
So am
talking
I.
to.
You can't remember anything when you do this, do you? Right, okay. Have you got a husband in spirit?
Yes.
That's who's come through. But first of all, you see, your mum stepped in, and then I thought, I just make it, anyway, I won't waffle, because I can waffle, I'm sorry, because it's like they do it. Now, yeah, your husband is here, and so is your mum. And I do believe that they got on very well as well. Am I getting that wrong?
Sort of.
Right, okay, because actually then that's what they're going to tell me, because I know they came together, but I did have this funny feeling. But that's why I asked you. But they have worked out, this is something for you. They've worked out the problems that they had with each other, yes? And that's part and parcel of you probably knowing anyway that you work out things in spirit, but they're just reaffirming it. So other people will know this as well. So you do work through these things and then you become friends. So they are around together. They spend quite a lot of time around you. And I know that you have a very strong look about your mum, but you're getting more like your mum when she was your age. You understand? Oh, well, she's showing me herself like that now. So she wants you to know she's growing up there, but I don't know about that because I think we can show ourselves as any age. I would assume.
I'd agree.
Me too. I don't know everything, but I know what they tell me. So, but you have a very striking look about her. Now, your mum was, and I have to be honest with people, and it's not, I'm going to say anything horrible, but I know that sometimes your mum could be quite stubborn in her ways. She liked to do her own things. And if someone tried to stop her from doing what she's doing, she could go into a bit of not a tantrum, but she would not have it, and nobody could tell her what to do. So I loved this lady. She was very strong, yeah, and she had a very strong heart of love. And if she loved someone, she loved them. If she didn't like someone, she just didn't have them in her life, and that was it. You understand? She wasn't a lady who was frivolous, whatever that word is. Oh yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm up here and I can't remember what. And she says she used every single thing that she had in the home. Everything went to a use, and if it didn't, she would give it away. If she couldn't use it, she would give it away. She had like she says, she had a kind heart. That's how she's making me feel. I know she was a lady who liked to look nice. She always got up. She done her hair. She did what she did, creams on her face to look good, nice, because that's how made her happy, not to impress anyone. She wasn't like that. As far as she was concerned, if someone didn't like her, that was their problem because she loved herself. But that was what she was supposed to do. And she brought you up like this, but she says you still haven't got the confidence that she had. But you are more a more sensitive person than what she was, you understand? Because your mum would say it as it was, which I like, but you take your time to say something in a kind way, which is probably better, is what she's saying. I could have taken a leaf out of your book. She's very proud of you, all right? She says, don't fear anything, because I'm always by your side, and yes, you will, did you say your husband? I can't remember now. Yeah. I was trying to see what she was saying, and she said that they will both be with you, yeah, when it's your time to come back, and that's not yet, because you've still got a life to live and go on a journey. But I have to say that because you might get scared thinking they're coming to get you, but they're not. Sorry. And there's this massive big bouquet of flowers, all right? So there must be some memory of a passing or something to do with you, like a birthday, I think. I can't actually. Has someone... I don't know. That's what she's showing me, a big bouquet of flowers. Well,
Oh, yes, okay. All right.
it could be symbolic for something that's, you know, that you understand. Okay, it could be a birthday or a wedding or anything. But that's what she's showing me, because she wants you to know. I mean, I know it's a bit fickle, but that's what she's showing me. But as long as you understand, because I do feel like your mum was quite a lady who didn't like people to know all her business. No, she was very private, so she does things privately. Oh, she's made me feel, I feel she had something here as well. I think, oh, unless it's that your husband. I went to say something and I couldn't speak properly.
My husband died abroad, so I didn't know what.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, you shouldn't have told me that, though. It's okay, but he didn't tell me that. But I do feel there was something here. But I can't say what it is, because it sort of made me go like that. I actually feel like he passed quite quickly. Okay, that's what I felt. I felt I was coming out of my body, and I feel that's what he was trying to say. And I know that sounds a bit dramatic, but it's what he's telling me.
Shirley, Robin. How is this describing how he was at the end?
Who's Robin?
A very good friend of ours.
Oh, right, that's who it could be then, because I knew it was a
He
gentleman.
was ill here.
Right, okay, but that's this.
Okay, it's
Yeah.
his anniversary this week.
Oh, right, okay, so that's him then, and I got it a bit wrong, sorry, but at least you understand. So he says thank you for what you did for him as well, and that's why he's come, because you looked after him quite a lot and made sure he was comfortable, and it went a long way into his heart. And he says, you know, I help you as well now. So take his love and their love, your mum and your husband, and please be you. That's what he says. Just only be you, because he taught you, be you. Don't be anyone else. If you have to say something, say it. Take their love and know that they're with you. Thank you for coming and sharing your love with us. That's good, because so do I now. Okay. This is my mother, died on my birthday. Who's that? Mo May.
She can relate to what something you said, but don't worry, because she was with Shirley.
But she might.
No.
Oh, can I just say something to her?
Yeah, by all means.
Mo, if you understand about the death, well, obviously you do, you understand, you know that your mum died on your birthday, then part of that can come into your, to you, that your mum was giving you flowers for your birthday as well. And I do feel that your mum, she passed, her passing was quite slow, and I feel like I've got something in me that I was, I don't know how to say this, but I'll just have to say that I was having sick, I don't know, what's that word? I can't remember because I'm up here and my brain's gone. But I hope you understand. And I do feel there was a cancer somewhere in your mum as well, but I'm not sure it was diagnosed. And I do feel her passing went quite quickly. And that's all I can say to you. So I hope you understand that. Thank you for saying something on here. It's a bit weird. You're just looking at a tree. Thank you. How will I know that was right?
Well, they will say something in a minute. Oh, this is my mother died on my birthday.
Oh, I know, I've answered her.
Oh,
See? Right then.
there's some water for you.
Let me see. Thank you. Hey. I'm being drawn to the man with the glass. Have you got glasses on? I can't see properly.
Yeah.
I need them glasses. Okay. Have I seen you before?
I don't know.
I don't know.
He was probably here.
But
I
I have a feel. It's not like I know you. It's like I have someone. Obviously, there's someone here who knows you, because I'm feeling that I know you, but I can't even see you properly. Have you got a wife who passed away? Have you got a child who passed away?
Yes.
Right, because the child was the first, but I don't think it was a small child. The child was the first person that come, and then the mum came. So they're together, but you would know this, wouldn't you? Because I do believe that it's not going to go. I'm not. Hang on, I need to get this properly sorted. It was a boy, right? And his death was tragic.
Yeah.
To his family. Yeah. Okay, we'll just leave that a minute. And I know what it is, but I'm not going to do it yet unless, because your mum, not your mum, sorry, your wife is here now. And she said, your wife was quite a character.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And she had a really good sense of humour.
Yeah.
Can everyone hear me? Because I feel like my loud mouth's gone. Because I feel like this lady was not quiet spoken, but she spoke in a really nice way. You understand? She had a really nice speaking voice. She wasn't common. I am. I try not to be. Yeah, she wasn't common, because I've got this nice voice that's coming out of me. I think it sounds like it to me anyway. Now, she comes and sits beside you, and she comes and she comes and sits beside you, and she walks with you. But I believe that you know this.
Oh, yeah.
And she says, like, I'm not, she's gone to spirit, obviously, yeah, but she said, I'm not staying in that place because I need to be with you, because we was together for so many years, many years. The first time we ever locked eyes, that was it. It was the greatest love of all. And never, ever did their eyes stray.
No.
Did you dance with each other?
Not really. She was a dancer, but not.
Oh, well, it's her dancing then.
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah, but you weren't no good, she said. I think she used to say that. Come on, yeah. I'll just go and have a little dance on my own. Anyway, now there's something about walking upstairs with this lady. So when she got ill, did she not be able to go up the stairs, or did she go upstairs and find something that broke her heart?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was the son.
Yeah.
Right, that's what she was telling me.
Yeah.
And she said, but we're together. Yeah. And that was the best thing for her when she passes over to be with her son, your son as well. Now, she knows that sometimes you get lonely without her, and you talk to her all the time like she's still around, which she loves. And sometimes you smell her pillow.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. No, and she loves the way that you do those things. You have, if you've got rid of them, then it was before, but used to open the wardrobe when she first passed, and looked at her clothes because you missed her so much. Has she not been long gone?
Oh, yeah,
She's
been gone a while.
Oh, right. I thought, what happened 2 years ago? There's something about 2 years ago. Hang on, ain't that all through COVID stuff? Yeah, 2 years, isn't it? I don't know, is it 3 years? You don't know now, do you? And then she says, you wasn't alone, okay, because her and your son was there. She was trying to get your attention about something, and she was getting frustrated. And she said, sometimes though, when she was alive, you know, you would turn a blind ear, not a blind eye, and you would think, oh, I can't be listening to that right now. I've got things to do.
Yeah.
And she used to say, what's your name?
George.
Oh, I thought it was Ron. I don't know why. She'd say, George, are you listening to me? And you'd say, yes, love, but you wasn't. And she knew. She's bringing these memories back because she thinks it's funny, because at the time it used to wind her up, but now she doesn't mind. Yeah, I know you did. I know. She says that it was the best times of her life. Anyway, I feel like that's what she's come for, to let you know that everything's okay. All right, and she's very proud of you. And keep coming. Yes. Could you get up here? Could you get up here?
Could you do the mediumship?
Not the mediumship. I'd have to.
He's chaired before.
Oh, right.
He
I
did a lot of
thought she
sharing.
was telling me that he was up here. That's why I was asking, but I weren't going to say mediumship because she didn't say that. Right, so, okay.
He's chaired a lot.
All right, thank you. Thank you for coming and sharing your love with us.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. One more thing, though. I've gone. It was just something coming in me, but I know that that's it. The lady in the green top. Hello. Hello. I'm just finding out who's here because I felt I was drawn to you, but I have this thing in here. Have you got a sister in spirit?
Not in spirit.
No, I'm not going to give you a message from someone who's on earth. So I have this feeling that there's a lady who's come close, and she's not telling me she's your mum right now, but this lady, she makes me feel like you was really good friends. So have you got a friend who you was really close to that's in spirit? Right, so it's her, but she feels like a sister when you have a good sister, not a bad one. I've got 2 bad ones. Well, they're okay, I suppose. I might be the bad one. But she's here with you. She's quite a vibrant lady as well. And I had this problem here. You understand? This was raw in me. You might not have known, but this bit here was really raw, and I feel she used to have indigestion as well.
That sounds a bit like my mum, actually.
Oh, is it your mum then?
Sounds like my mum.
All right. Well, so was you good friends with your mum? Because some people aren't. Okay, so it is your mum, because I wasn't sure, because it was like really friendly lady, unless she was a really friendly lady. Now she's coming closer, and I had all this rawness here, and I had indigestion, but I also had something wrong with my feet and my legs as well, and I can't really hardly walk anymore. But I carried on because I was stubborn. Well, it wasn't stubborn. She was a very strong lady, but she did have a stubbornness about her. And she says, I always went out the shops every day, even though I didn't think I could walk. And I'd have this big bag carrying back with me with what I brought in it. No, that's when she was probably before she got those things. So hang on, yeah, because that's what she missed. Yeah, she's going a bit ahead and coming back, because that's how her life was. Now, she always made sure that she was looking nice. You understand? She used to look in the mirror and comb her hair, and I know that sounds weird, but sometimes I don't comb my hair. I just go out. And then, but she always looked after herself very well. And she didn't like any interference, anyone trying to do things for her. She had to do things herself. But when she couldn't get out of the chair, she had to let people do things, and it really irked her. Do you understand? I'm just coming in with what she's telling me, and there must be a reason why she's telling me all these things. I know that she wants to say to you that you was a blessing in her life. You understand? Because you made sure that she had her needs were met, especially when she got older and she became quite infirm. You understand? There's, well, yeah, but she's talking to you. You know, she's come here to talk to you. This is how I work. You understand? She's just thanking you for the things that you did. But there's also, she's giving me a suitcase that I need to hold. And it's not a very big suitcase, but I have some things in there. So I believe that if she didn't go, she thought she would go into the hospital. Why has she got a suitcase in her hand? And it's an old one as well. It's brown. And it's like one of those leathery things, but it's not. It's one with clips. Did she have a suitcase? Oh, right, that's what she's showing me then, because that's when she was younger, because that suitcase is one of those old ones, not a new one, you know. They're the clipped ones, those ones that used to unclip and all your stuff used to fall out on the station or wherever you was. I remember them. I'm old. Yeah, the child ones. Anyway, but she has got a really good sense of humour, your mum, as well, and she never lost her sense of humour. But she said there's one thing she never liked in this life, and that was smutty people that came out with smutty things. There was a lot of comical people that she liked, but if they had smutty coming out, she did not like that. No, she wouldn't like me then. I'm joking. She does actually, but I know that she used to walk a lot before she got, you know, and she missed going out and she missed walking because she loved to walk. She used to like to go out and she used to like to see people. She used to sometimes knock on the neighbours' doors who she knew couldn't get out or they couldn't, you know, do things for, and she would go and help them. She would go and do their shopping. She would do their ironing. She was a very strong and fit lady in her previous health, and she used to do ironing for people. I don't like doing my own ironing. She'd put it in the washing machine and she'd do things and she'd peg things out. She'd go and dig their garden sometimes. I think she's going a bit over the top, but I don't know. I don't. This is what she was like. This was her personality. She liked to help. And now she says, I'm going for my dinner and my rest. Okay, that's what she's saying. Right now, I'm going for my dinner and my rest. So I feel she had times where she had a dinner, a breakfast, and I know we have dinner, but some people have different times. And then she goes and has a rest. This is when she's been poorly. You understand? And I do feel she may have passed away after sleeping. I'm not saying she was asleep, but there was something to do with sleep. No, I'm not sure about this, right? Did your mum used to say, when you pass away, you just go to sleep?
I don't remember her telling anything.
She's saying something about she just went to sleep. So I feel that's when. Oh right. So I think she's trying to tell me to say to you that she went to sleep and that was it. That's how it was to her. So take her love and know that she's with you, and thank you for coming and sharing your love with us. Okay. Is there anyone in here called John?
John?
No? So I have a man who's called John. The gentleman in the blue.
Lady in the red at the back on the right.
You know John? In spirit. All right. Okay, I never saw you. Oh, I've just realised you're there. I probably did see you, but you weren't registered in me, and now I can see you. So I feel like this is your dad then, because his name's John, all right? And he's got quite a quirky nature. You know, do you understand what I mean? He's got, and remember he could be young, remember he could be middle, remember he could be older. Yeah, because they have all their little personalities in their life like we all do. So I do believe that your dad had quite a good sense of humour about life. All right? I'm not saying he was a comedian or anything, but he had very quirky things about life, especially his life. He had a quite a what's that word? He actually really lived life. You understand? Because some people don't, do they? But your dad lived his life, and he lived his life to him. Yeah. It's not that he was selfish, but he was being him, and he lived his life for him. You understand? Right. Now, I think I've got something wrong with my knee, and it's the right one. Would you understand that?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, it's you. Is that? Why is he telling me that? He's got to wait for that bit. Have you got? Have you got a walking stick? No, because I feel like he was telling you not to get one. Okay. Anyway, maybe that's why he said it. So, and he obviously knows because he's around you. I don't know how far this is going to go because he's a bit like, I think your dad's a bit of a quirky person. And I actually do feel that your dad would like genuine. Anything genuine, do you understand? He liked genuine people. Otherwise, he didn't really want to know if they weren't genuine. He didn't like liars because he never lied in his life. And he would say, and sometimes he could be argumentative, but not in a bad way. When he felt he was right, he would give it his all. You understand? Huh? Right, okay. I thought you said no. Now, I think I might have some sort of teeth. I know he's got teeth, but I feel there's something like, there's teeth that have gone funny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's something happens.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that he's telling me he didn't want to say it because he liked his teeth before that. Yeah, he was quite upset although he wanted me to say another word, but I can't. But it's not a swear word, but I must say it anyway. I do feel like he had quite a great choice of language, but he only used it when he was very annoyed. You understand? He wouldn't say it unless he was really annoyed. Now, I know your dad was quite a popular person, okay? People liked him because he had a humour about him, but there was also something else about him. He had a fantastic personality. You understand?
Yeah, kind of.
Well, he thinks he did. It's how he feels. And I'm standing here and I know he's sort of overshadowing me because I'm not being me, but I feel like he was a person that always had to be doing something. Yeah, he couldn't be idle. He got bored if he was idle. And I know that I'm squinting a bit because I can't really see much out me eyes when I'm getting older. So I didn't really want to wear glasses. He really sounds like me. But I had to put them on to have a look because I couldn't think who was who. He's funny. I like him. This is his humour to me. Yeah. And was he always chopping off his fingernails and his toenails everywhere, chopping them off? Yeah. Yeah. So I know we cut our fingernails, but some people don't. But he was doing it quite a lot. Anyway, let's see. Have you got a brother? I mean, on earth. So did he have a brother?
Yes.
And he's in spirit with him?
I'm certain so.
Right. Oh, okay. You don't know. Because I know he's mentioned a brother, but they were completely different. They was not chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese. Though your dad was the other one was quite quiet and reserved. I mean, he had his own personality, but your dad was just being him. And I like your dad though, because he's funny. He makes me laugh. He's got personality, and he would always do what he wanted to do. There weren't no one else telling him what to do. No way. And he tells me you're a bit like that as well. Okay. I know you've got some tattoos, but I feel he had some tattoos. Did he not? Oh. He might be talking about yours then, because I just saw one. Right. What's he got to say to you? There's someone on here as well. My brother is John in spirit. Sounds like my brother. So if you can take some of that, what I got wrong, then that could be your brother too. Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Oh. Of course they can. I can't. No, let's see. I just need to get him back a bit. He was a law unto himself, all right? If he didn't like someone, he didn't like them, and that was it. He wouldn't speak to them. But sometimes he wound people up, and he'd walk away laughing because that's how he liked to be. Yeah. And he says, but I was true to myself, and he's going to keep saying that. And he said, I know I had a few enemies, but I didn't really bother about those. And I just walked my pathway, he says, and it's lovely to see you again, sis. And you just, no, it's your dad, isn't it? Okay. It's me. I've just, and he says, just keep being you. And I love you. I always did, and I always will. Take care. Look after yourself. Thank you for coming and sharing your love with us. Right. Who can we go to now?
That's the one.
Just the one more. So we have to get the right person who's... I'm not sure if it's that lady or that man. I was going to come to that man. Shall I come to you? You, that man. No, that man in the blue.
Either.
Either. Something came in my head and I forgot. Anyway, because I was feeling that I was coming to you before, I hope I'm with you, because if I'm not, then I might be with that lady sitting on that side. But I've got to be sure, so, okay. Have you got a wife in spirit? That's your wife. That's what I was believing. I actually thought they're sitting apart, but I think that because I got drawn to your wife and you. She's not in spirit.
No.
Maybe it was the one in the past life. Okay, let's see. Sometimes I like to have someone who's off the wall, but they're not coming today. Like, you know, you'd think, oh, let me see. I believe that your mum and your dad have stepped in, all right? Have you got a brother who's on earth or spirit? Spirit. Right, okay. There might be others, but these three people have come in. And as I see your brother, you look quite like each other. There's a resemblance in the eyes, all right? And I actually really feel by looking at your dad that you have a look about your dad. Very strong look about your dad. Your dad was a very, very strong man when you was young. You understand? And did your dad ever do boxing, but not you didn't either? Your granddad did boxing. Oh, so he must be here as well coming in. So they're just gonna have their little chomps going on. That's my word. Anyway, your dad was your granddad could be quite a little feisty man as well, couldn't he? I'm not saying he's small, but not in a bad way. He used to mess around, didn't he? That's why he's doing this to me. Like, he's messing around, going, "Come on, I'll get you. You've got to stick up for yourself when you get older." And now you understand. He weren't teaching you boxing, but he was telling you, you know, if anyone comes after you and you can't do anything, just go like that. They'll run away. They'll think you're a boxer. He had quite a good sense of humour, your granddad. Nice little man. I'm not saying he's little, but that's what he's telling me. He was a nice little man. He was a happy man. You understand? He was a happy little man. The granddad. Okay. Now, I feel like your mum's coming closer now. All right. With this lady, I have a presence. All right. Your mum, I'll explain it when she's telling me, but she has a presence about her. She was a very striking lady. You understand? An absolutely beautiful, charming, beautiful lady who really looked after herself. And I believe that there must be a photograph somewhere where she had her hair up as well. And she was a very slim lady. And she used to wear the pointy winkle pickers, but this was when she was younger. But I know that she would have had you. You understand? And I feel like she makes me feel really elegant, and I'm not like that. And she always looked lovely. She didn't wear loads of makeup though. She had a little bit of lipstick and maybe a little bit of mascara. She reminds me of I'm not saying she looks like her, but she reminds me of a Audrey Hepburn.
Doesn't sound like his mum.
Who's that then?
No, but something like your mum.
Really?
No, it's quite a different.
Was that when she was young? Really? Well, there's a lady here who I don't know who she is though, but she's come and my dad did boxing. My dad taught me that. Do you understand this lady, Sharon? No answer.
It takes about 15, 20 seconds.
Because I'm not sure now. I can't deny that lady though, because no, not the lady, sorry. Unless she just, is there anyone else here who understands that lady? No one, she might just have come in, but that never happens with me. I'll carry on. Okay, I'll just leave that lady aside then. Let me see.
You used to have a lady that came here back when I was a kid, had her hair like Audrey Hepburn's, but she wasn't as petite.
No, this lady, well,
But I certainly had the hair.
maybe it's her who's
Used to
come
here
in.
years ago for healing.
Maybe it's her then, that she's
Comes
just
down
come
the
in,
line.
because anyone can come, but it doesn't usually happen with me. But
So she was small, but not petite. But
yeah,
my
okay.
dad always commented about how she always looked like Audrey.
Oh no, that lady Sharon Thomas says there is a picture of my great grandmother and she looks
That's
beautiful.
good then.
So maybe that I'm with her
Yeah, maybe.
now, or maybe it's a double thing. So maybe I did see a picture. I think it's gone now anyway. I think I've lost the plot. Let me see. I'll try and stay with that man. You understand about your granddad and your dad? Okay. Now, did your dad become forgetful at times when he was older?
Yes.
Right, okay. Let me see, because I'm trying to, it's like this energy that he's giving me that I'm trying to remember things, to give to you, to know that you're around me, all right? But I feel like going back in his life, he was a smart man most of the time, and he had quite a lot of knowledge in him. And I'm not on about it, knowledge about life. He had really lived a life, your dad, you understand? And he had a lot of knowledge, and he would pass some knowledge on to you when you was growing up, how to be and how to react to things. Do you understand? He had so much wisdom in him, and he passed it on to you as well. This is about you, so it don't matter about anyone else. He really learned a lot of things about life, but he says you have more than he has now, because you're understanding more about the spirit, and the wisdom your dad had could come in with that as well. But he didn't know about the spirit when he was alive, you understand? And he says, you know, even when we get older, we don't have to give up on life. Yeah, he never gave up on nothing that he did. He carried on and he carried on until he had to go. And, you know, he might have not been able to go out. He might not have been able to do things, is what he says, but he still had his wisdom in this life. And he says there's something around where you need to use your wisdom. And it's not about you. You understand? Have you got a son? You have a son? Yes. Well, there's one of them, and I believe it's the older one, that is needing the wisdom. right now, if you understand. So you talk to your son because he needs the wisdom. He needs, there's something going on. That's what your dad's telling me. And that's how your dad would have done it with you. Yeah. So take his love and whoever else has come. And thank you for coming and sharing your love with us. Thank you for coming to our service. Sorry I didn't get round to everyone because I never do, but thank you for coming and sharing your love with us.
Well done. Put the water back there, please. That she needs the water.
No, I was drunk on Friday night.
Don't really get that's online now. People heard that. She's just admitted that she was happy on Friday.
No, I don't drink and I went out with my friends.
Okay, that explains that, Leslie. Somebody thought you was not feeling very well. Seriously, someone's just texted me saying they thought you looked unwell.
No, I'm not.
I know, I said that, but they thought that. They were very concerned. But seriously, that's what I said. So I said, she's fine. This is how she is. Right, friends, thank you very much. Richard, thank you very much for today. And be in touch throughout the week. I'm just going to do that now. I just wanted to thank you. And I suddenly thought you wasn't there, Richard. I was trying to contact my guy to see if you were there. Please watch Richard's show tonight and Sunday Sofa this afternoon and Sunday brunch tomorrow and Matt and Kirsty tomorrow night. Colleen, would you please close our meeting with prayer?
If you'll just join us in the closing prayer, thank you. Great Eternal Spirit, Divine Father, as we close this service in prayer, we thank you for all that we have received here. I ask for a blessing to be placed upon each and everyone's heads, the homes and families that they represent. May you all walk in peace and love. Amen.
Amen.
Till we meet again.
So
maybe I had a stressy journey.
Yes, maybe. And stressy parking.
I had to do that.
Friends, thank you all very much. Next week, I think it's Dawn Collison, next Sunday morning. And I look forward to seeing you all throughout the coming months here at Wimbledon Church. And look after yourselves, live long and prosper, everyone. Good morning. Bye-bye.